This is a manufacturing engineering process for construction on completing a manufacturing engineering routing task in Windchill when there is routing work to be completed. For our example today, we're going to be working with this CN041202. So we'll get started by clicking the subject link, which will bring us to the Details tab for the change notice. This will give us all the details around the why this CN was needed, any attachments that may be in there. These are specifically email items. And at the bottom you'll see the change request that initiated the change notice. For this purpose, for the manufacturing engineering routing task, we're mostly interested in the implementation plan tab up here. So we click that. We see in the implementation plan table here, we only see one CA or change activity link. We're going to go ahead and get started by clicking the pencil icon here, which is for Edit Change Task. That'll open a new window. The first screen in the Edit Change Task form is going to be set attributes. That's all done by engineering. There's nothing for us to modify here, so we'll click Next. And now we see the meat of the CN work. Here we'll see all of the affected objects in the top table. And then if we look down below that, we'll see all the items in the resulting objects. And if we do a quick analysis here, we can also just count the items. See, we have 10 objects here. Down in resulting objects, we have 10 objects as well. You can spot check a few of those. See, okay, we have this 3603-0120 at Rev C. And then down here in resulting, we have 3609-2120. Nope, wrong one. 3603-0120 at Rev D. So this is showing you that engineering has added these 10 objects at their current released state and revised them to come up with the next revision level that pops up in the resulting objects pane down here. And that's just important to understand that what's going on in this CN is just a bunch of existing bills of material that are being revised, and there are no new bills of material down here, so there will be no new process plans to be created. We'll be revising existing process plans. And in case it matters to you, this is the area where you would see the disposition comments for each bill of material. That is what we should be doing from an operations side with the material that's being removed from the bill of material. If there's any specific instructions for reworking material to go to a new revision, or if there's another family perhaps that could use up the material that's being removed from this bill of material, so on and so forth. Just for reference, nothing we need to do with that. So the bills of material have already been revised. Now we need to collect the process plans so that we can revise those as well. Again, remember the process plan in Windchill equals the routing in Oracle. So we're going to select all bills, and then we're going to click on this little icon right here that says Collect Affected Objects. And this might take a minute just because there are 10 objects that it's collecting from. Okay, and we'll see here it's going to pull in all of the process plans and all the operations that are associated to these bills of material. Now, I don't want to do anything with the operations. I only want it to collect the process plan. So the way that we'll get rid of all that is we're going to select all, and then we're going to deselect just the process plans. The system's running a little wonky. Scroll down, deselect every process plan. There should be 10 process plans. Now this is important. You'll see for some reason this gear or WT part was not fully expanded whenever the collect objects table was loaded. So let's click that to expand, and same thing on the process plan. We want all items to be fully exploded so that we can make sure that all operations are checked and all process plans are unchecked. So there's another process plan we need to expand. We can deselect that one. And that should be all of them. Okay. Now we can go back up to the top here, and we're going to remove all selected objects. So that will remove everything except for the process plans and the bills of material that they're associated with. We can't remove those because they're already unaffected objects. Engineering added those, so we're good. Alright, so now we'll click OK. And now we've got all the process plans added to the affected objects table. So we'll select the first one, hold down Shift, select the last one. See, we've got 10 objects selected, just like we had 10 bills of material. Now we can revise them. They're all selected. We'll click the Revise button up here. You'll see that all the bills of material will come up again with all of the process plans, but they're in strike-through format, and that's because they're already at the new revision and in work state. Just pull that over so you can see that. Alright, but you should see all of the process plans are not in strike-through format, and you'll see the new revision coming up, and that this is going to set them to in work state, which is what we want, so that we can make our revisions to match what engineering did to the bills of material. So click OK. And that will automatically, once it processes, will automatically add all of the process plans down to resulting objects at the new revision and in work. And that's it. We'll click Finish. Alright, that's going to take us back to the Change Notice Implementation Plan tab back in Windchill. And what I would recommend is go ahead and click on the Change Activity or CA link here under the number column. That's the CA that we were just working in the last window. And now you'll see kind of another view of what we were just looking at. So this is our affected objects table. This is our resulting objects table. These are all the process plans we added and then revised at the existing revision level. And then these, let's see, let's sort this so it looks the same as the affected objects table. So here's the new revision of all of those same process plans. And that's what we want to work with. So what we want to do here is, see, if you click the middle button on your mouse or on your laptop pad on the first object here, you'll see that'll open it in a new tab up here. Alright, so that loads that process plan at the in work state, and this is the new revision. So we're going to go to Actions and Open in Process Plan Explorer. I should say also here, make sure you're always using Internet Explorer when performing any of these tasks that are going to require the Process Plan Explorer, because you'll have a lot of compatibility issues trying to use something like Chrome or Firefox for any function that has Java applets associated to it. Okay, so you'll get a security warning, click Run, and in just a few seconds you'll see the Process Plan Explorer load. It'll take longer depending on how many operations, how many parts are associated with the process plan. So this one's medium size. Okay, so let's expand that. Now the first thing we want to do, we have the process plan selected here, and you can again verify that this is the in-work version of the process plan, and also verify all of your operations have got to be at released state. If they're not, then you've got a problem. You need to stop there and notify the appropriate party to correct that if you don't know how to. Okay, so we're going to go to, with the process plan selected, we're going to go to View and Part Allocation Summary. Again, that'll take a couple minutes. Alright, so we got three tables here. The first is allocated part usages. These are the parts that were on the bill of material at the old revision, and they're still on the bill of material at the new revision. No change with any of these, so they're good. The next table is the non-allocated part. This would be the part that was added at this new revision. And then we have the inconsistencies down here. This is the part that was removed at this new revision of the bill of material. So now we have to select it, and in this case we have the second icon that lights up. Sometimes it'll be the first icon, sometimes it'll be the second icon. I can't explain why. But we're going to remove it from the process plan, just like engineering removed it from the bill of material. So we're going to click that. It's going to say that that's going to replace the part with whatever engineering designated as the replacement part in the bill of materials. So we'll click OK, saying it's automatically going to check out this operation. By doing that, again, we'll click OK, and in a short time that part will disappear, and that's it. We're done. Alright, now we've still got that other part that we need to allocate, and let's see, we need to understand what that part is. So let's go back to the bill of material that's associated with. Let's copy the BOM, and in a new window, let's search for that. Make sure that we're looking at the in-work version, which is the most recent. Okay, so click on that. Move structure. And what was that? Let's go back and look at that part allocation summary again to get that line number on the part that's unallocated. 4003. Okay. Sort that by line number, and we'll scroll down to 4003. That is bracket to frame rear center. And that bracket is here, which is a bracket jack support. Okay, so that's part of the frame operation. So we're going to go back into here, find our operation 10, go to the part allocations tab. We're going to check out operation 10, and that'll allow us to allocate the part from the bill of material. Select that, click OK, and that's it. Now we'll go back up here and check in the process plan, which is this icon here. It's going to say, when we check in the process plan, we're going to check in all child objects as well, which would be the operations, so that's fine. You can leave a comment here if you'd like. I don't typically. Just click OK. Okay, and that's it for that BOM. I'm going to pause the video while I do all the rest because the steps are the same, and we'll come back when we're ready to complete the task. Okay, so I finished my last part allocation, so now I can close the Process Plan Explorer. Take me back to my Windchill screen here. I've performed all the allocation summaries and replacements and checked everything back into all 10 of these process plans. So I'm going to click Home. And this is the CN we're working on. I'm going to click on the task link, click Complete Task, and we're done. that concludes this manufacturing engineering process work instruction video. Thank you.